Hi, Pastor Cotton here, and I'm thankful to join you on this Thursday for All Church Prayer via video. We're definitely navigating through some unique times, but I think about last Sunday with all of our churches around the world doing live streaming and uploading their sermons. The gospel was preached more throughout the history of the world last Sunday. But I want to encourage the church to use this time wisely. I know that we are under a mandated order to stay at home, and we've got a lot of free time on our hands, and I don't want us to waste our day away with frivolous things. Engage in meaningful conversations with your family. Invest in your spiritual man. Grow during this time. Reach out to someone in the church. Reach out to non-believers. Reach out to prodigals, to coworkers, to friends that God may lay on your heart during a time of prayer. Who knows whose heart may be tender to receive the Word of God during these times of uncertainty. I also want us to have special prayer for our essential workers, healthcare workers, essential businesses that are open right now, that God would protect them as they are providing services for our nation. We are in unprecedented times. We haven't faced something like this in over 100 years. And there is a spirit of fear in the atmosphere. But as believers, we know that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. But as believers, we should not have the spirit of fear, but we should have the fear of God. Not saying that we are afraid of God, but that we have reverence, that we have awe, that He is holy, He is mighty, He is just, He is the one that spoke the universe into existence, and He holds our world in the palm of His hands. We live in a post-Christian world. God has been waking me up at 2 a.m. over the last 2 days to stand in the gap, to make up the hedge. There's so many people that are mocking God right now, that are mocking the church, that are mocking the world. But God is calling believers to stand in the gap and to make up the hedge, just like Moses stood in the gap for the children of Israel and Abraham stood in the gap for Lot. We must stand in the gap for this nation, for this world, and pray and intercede. 2 Chronicles 7:14 says, "If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land." James 5:16 says, "The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much." Your prayer makes a difference. I encourage you, intercede for this country, intercede for this church, intercede for your family. Spirit-filled believer, you need to channel the power of His Spirit that is inside of you. For when you do not know what to pray, that is when the Spirit intercedes for you and prays the perfect will of God. And that's what we need during these times of uncertainty. Now, our bishop of the United Pentecostal Church International has called a National Day of Prayer tomorrow. And I want our entire church to join in focused prayer for our world, for our country, for our community, for our church, for us individually and collectively. And I want to challenge you over this next week. Take a time of fasting. Let's humble ourselves before the Lord. Let's get on our face before the Lord and seek Him and intercede on behalf of others. And let's see what the Lord will do. Because in times of uncertainty, I know one thing that is certain, and that is our God and His love for us. God bless you. I love you. I miss you all, and I am praying for you. God bless.